Hey, what's going on, you dopeaholic dopeheads from Dopetopia? I'm back today to show you what I picked up this week. Why not, right? We're going to have a good show today. It's going to be a fun show. We got lots of shit to do, lots of shit to look at. There's nothing left to do but to do it to it. So let's get to it. First thing, bad read of the week. Bad read of the week. The book I wouldn't piss on if it was on fire goes this week. Boom Studios. What the hell is this Hunt for the Skinwalker? This was trash, man. Straight up dumpster juice. Warm dumpster juice. From I give it a 0.5 on the CGC grade because it's so bad it's incomplete. I couldn't make my way through the whole book. I love to read, but I don't like to pay, $4.99 for incomplete. It's got to hold my attention. And this shit was awful. Awful. Trash. The artwork was trash. The story was trash. Come on now. Bring some better shit than this. This dude sees a dog or a wolf out in the distance. A wolf just walking up. Just a wolf. Pets the wolf on the head. Hey, wolf, what's going on? Hey, that wolf's got my cow in his mouth. How could that possibly be? You said cow? That's the smallest fucking cow. It looks like the size of a rat. Or that's the biggest fucking wolf. And you just petted him on his head and he came up to your waist. How in the hell? What kind of fucking shit is this? I don't get your logic. Whoop! Death blow. Little Bruce Lee right there. And I bet you didn't know. Bruce Lee had a twin brother. A lot of people didn't know Bruce Lee had a twin brother. He was a vegetarian. His name was Broccoli. Ha ha! Broccoli, get it? Woo! Anyway, I got some more stuff to show. My boy Josh C. He surprised the show this week. Josh C. from the Industrial Department of Corrections. What the hell is the Industrial Department of Corrections? He made me a sword, I guess is what this thing is. And, they're not allowed to have nails and hammers in the Department of Corrections. And it looks like he is really a good weaver with his plastics. I think this is probably honey bun wrappers and ramen noodle wrappers. And this is what's known as jailhouse mahogany. He whittled this down, I guess, on the side of a sidewalk. I don't know. But there's no nails or nothing in it. And he thought that he'd get an ink pen and write Sir Dope on there and some lightning bolts. But Josh C., next time you're able to use the jailhouse computer in the library, just leave in the comments how many hours you got in this. And we don't need no more. This is good enough. I'm going to send you... I think it's worth 3 packs of ramen noodles and 4 honey buns, but no more. Don't make me a hatchet or no kind of Captain America. I can see him making like a Captain America trash can lid. Not saying that your jailhouse folk artwork here is trash or nothing, but I can see him taking a trash can lid, one of them old, plastic ones, and making me a Captain America shield or something with it. So that'd be enough. Last me for a while. I don't know. That's good. Just don't make me no more. I'll keep that one around here and hang it off in the distance. We don't need no more, and don't come to Dopetopia. Just stay out there at the Industrial Department of Corrections at River Bend Maximum Security Prison. All right. Anyway, let's move on. What I do like to collect is these right here, because I'll never own stuff like this. I'm not going to own $1 million books. You know what I'm saying? And I love to read this kind of stuff. And that's why this week, this was my read of the week. And not what you think. My biggest favorite villain of all time, of course, is the Joker. And I'd rather have the Batman #1 than Detective 27, which is the first appearance of Batman. I'd rather have Batman #1 because it's the first appearance of the Joker and Catwoman. But anyway, that ain't the only thing cool about this book. The reason I like about these books is because they have multiple stories in them. They have stories in them that has nothing to do with Batman sometimes. They have nothing to do with, Superman sometimes. They've got multiple stories. And I'm a dork that likes to read and find out that dark, deep dive shit. You know what I'm saying? I like to know what the third story is, what the fourth story is about. I like to see what's in these books besides the main story, because I'm a nerd like that. And let me show you what I found. Besides this being the best book I read this week, from 1940. Let me show you the third story in this book, which was fabulous, by the way. It's got this guy in here, and I want you to see what this guy's name is. This bad guy from 1940. This guy's name. See if we can get that right there. Where does that say? Point at the right shit, man. Come on now. Yeah, it says. The name of the bad guy is the genetic, where's it at? Gigantic Hulk. Can you see that? It says Gigantic Hulk right there, right? And this guy is a Gigantic Hulk from 1940. And he's tearing the city apart. And he's huge. And the thing I find weird about him, besides his name, the Gigantic Hulk, is this guy. Look at him. He's huge. What colors are he wearing? Is that even fucking English? What colors are he wearing? What colors are he wearing? I'm like a fucking alien. Anyway, what colors is he wearing? He's wearing purple and green. And this dude's name was the Hulk. And look how big he was. And you see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going? Do you see? I mean, this guy, look at him. He looks like a Caucasian Hulk. Is this where you think, this was 22 years before the Incredible Hulk came out. This is 1940. Incredible Hulk came out in 1962 with Marvel. You think this is where they got the inspiration? I mean, this guy's called the Gigantic Hulk, and he's wearing purple and green, and he acts just like the Incredible Hulk. Bro, it's blew my damn mind out. Is that crazy or what? Could this be the inspiration? That's why I read crazy shit like that. And that's why you watch my crazy shows, because you find out crazy shit like that. But there is a guy in story 3 of this book called the Gigantic Hulk that reminds me so much of the Incredible Hulk that came out 22 years later. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Anyway, let's get to what we picked up. I won't be throwing that one across the room because I like it. Let's see how. Let's do pickups. Moderns. Look at that cover right there. DC is killing it with these covers. The Superman run's been out off the chain. You used to see this kind of stuff with other stuff, but the Superman run is where it's at today. All their covers, DC's been killing it. They got beautiful covers. They got the card stock. Yeah, you got to pay an extra $1 for the card stock. So I like to have that feature because I'm usually just a reader. But if it's got a cool cover, I don't mind paying an extra $1 for it. But that is a beautiful Superman, baby. What else do we get? We got that old Tenet 4. We got to have that. That's a good read. It's all about a haunted building. If you don't know, you don't know. You need to be reading that. Some good shizzle right there. And we got old Brian Moore 3. This is about a haunted church. What's in the basement? What's in the basement? Good book. Good time of the year to be reading shit like that. We got what I call Conan. Some people call Conan. Anyway, Conan is a good read. I'm sure it's always been good. This is number 3. Beautiful cover this week. Covers are knocking it out of the park. Oh, I'm going to say that one for a minute. And then we got, it must be Halloween because R.L. Stine's back with his Stuff of Nightmares. And this is a new title here. This is his Red Murder Run, number 1. So, hopefully this will be as good as his last year's Halloween title. You know what I'm saying? Because I like it. And they got the guy back. The guy we all love, little Francisco in here. So, good artwork. I think Francisco's doing all these covers this year. And Francisco Francavilla. And the book, I've never picked up this title in my fucking life. And it's been around longer than I've been around. I've never bought a brand new X-Men book in my life. I don't like the X-Men. You know, I've got some in collections and gave them away, but I've never bought an X-Men book because I wanted an X-Men book. But I couldn't resist when it's got the old Green Hulk on the cover. I got a fucking Marvel X-Men book. I don't know nothing about it, but when I was flimmeling through here, flimmeling a word? When I was flimmeling through here, I saw this big motherfucker. And I was like, what? Is that Wendigo? Or as Lady Fantastic says, Wendigo? Is it? I love Wendigo. And I also love Hawk, if you didn't know. So I picked up my first Wolverine book. And it's a 2-part series, so I'll probably get the next one, and then I'll never buy another Wolverine book. But until then, I'm on the Wolverine trail. That's how I figured he does it. Anyway, moving right along, we got some back pulls. You call them back pulls from the back bins? Look at there. Look at this book. This is a crazy big magazine. This is the heroes from the Tales of Astonish. Look at that artwork. What it is, I don't know. I bought it, and it was sealed up, and I thought it was going to be something to read in it, but there's nothing to read. It's just like a checklist of all the Hulk books of all time. So it is what it is. You get the artwork, and it is what it is. We got Chamber of Chills #9. Great for Halloween time. Running through that maze. So, he thought he was going to get lucky tonight, but instead, he's getting watched upon. We got this Chamber of Chills 12. It's so chilly out here, George. Yeah, watch out for that chill monster, baby. We got Chamber of Chills 4. Oh, we got smoke coming out his eyes. Oh, smoke monster. Watch out. Gets you every time. And then, you know, it's so cold outside. I wish I had an ice cream cone. This is about the stupidest damn House of Secrets cover ever made. And ain't nothing scary about it. Nobody's scared of a damn melted ice cream cone. Come on, man. And then my favorite book picked up this week. And it ain't even a cool book. The reason I love this book so much is because of the history of this book. And when I mean history, I mean the sticker on it. How can you like a comic book because of a sticker on it? You like a comic with a sticker on it? Yeah, I like this book with a sticker on it. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Best part about this book, this is Ghost Castle #2. Now, as you see, cover ain't bad at all. Ain't bad at all. We got a skeleton on there, and he's got his own sword. But let me tell you why I love this book. This book probably came out around 1974, I'm guessing. It's a nice 25 center. You see that 25 center up on top? See that 25 center? Well, somebody later on down the road had a junk store. And it was probably the year 1988, 1990. And he said, you know, I got that stack of comic books. I got to get rid of them. 25 cents is too much for that comic. Mark that shit down to 23. Who in the hell was going to pay 23 cents for a damn book that was originally 25? Way to come off those prices. 23 cents. You see that? They want 23 cents for a used comic book that was brand new 25 cents. Come on, man. No wonder you went out of business up there at Frankie's Junk Store, where the hell you was at. But anyway, I think that's all we got today. So tune in to the next time because we got a special review coming up next. And when I say special, I mean special. Make sure you're going to be here. You want to see my next thing. You want to like it. You want to dislike it. You want to click the little bell button. That way you're always prescribed. Are you prescribed? Because you need to know, because you never know when I'm hitting. I don't have a set time. Only way you're going to know is hit that bell. And it's going to say, guess what? Dope is live. And when Dope is live, he might be saying anything or talking anything. And you won't know if you ain't here. So go ahead and subscribe today. Hit that bell. That way you know, because you don't want to miss the next show. I'm telling you that. It's going to be off the hook. And until next time, peace, chicken grease, and read your comics.